Hey there, this is David Lane, and I just want to take a brief time here, about 5-10 minutes, explain to you our new Scout program that any boy can follow. This is going to cover the first 4 ranks. The Scout rank, let's look over here on the right, the Scout rank, the Tenderfoot, Second Class, and First Class. Now beyond that, there's the Star, Life, and Eagle ranks, but we're just going to talk about the first 4. That's the aim of scouting, is to get each boy to his first class. Beyond that is really up to the boy. So let's talk about this really quick. This is going to be basically a 6-month program that helps your boys get through all these ranks within 6 months. Now some boys are going to do it a little slower. Maybe they have soccer or basketball or some other activity that they're involved in and they can't be at every single scout meeting. That's fine. This program that I'm presenting to you is going to allow them to get caught back up on their own time, as long as they get to come out to some of the campouts or the other activities that we do, mainly on Saturdays, like hiking, things like that. So anyways, one of the first things you need to make sure is your boy needs this new scout book. It came out in January of 2016, and this book has all the new requirements in it. And inside the book, besides just the requirements, it gives you all the answers to all the requirements. Like if it says demonstrate how to tie this knot, well, the knot you need to tie is in the book. So your boy needs this book. You really just go out and get it at the scout shop. Okay. So what I want you to do, come to this scoutingstrong.org website here. Okay. And it will take you to another page than this one. Let me get to the actual page you're going to see. So it'll look like this. Okay, so I want you to just hover over Providence Point Ward and go down to New Scouts. Okay, and that'll take you to the New Scouts page. Okay. Then what I want you to do is you can click here, New Scout Program, or I put it also up here, the New Scout Program. So I'm going to click that. And that'll open up a new page. It looks like this. And for 11-year-olds, this is our program that we're going to follow month to month. Okay, now 12 and on up will not follow this. It's just for the 11-year-olds. The 12 and up will have to do this on their own, okay? But you can use this information, and I'll explain it a little more in detail in just a second. So in July, for 11-year-olds, we're going to cover the theme of leadership and scout spirit. And for this, here's the rank. Here's the scout rank requirements under that theme. If I move down a little bit, it gives you the Tenderfoot, Second Class, and First Class requirements under that theme. Those 2 themes. Now, it lists the requirements. Here's a list of requirements. So for the Scout Badge 1B, explain what Scout Spirit is. Describe some ways you have shown Scout Spirit by practicing the Scout Oath, Scout Law, Scout Motto, and the Scout Slogan. Okay, that's the requirement. And here's the bonus for you. This is kind of a cheat sheet, but it's on page 15 of the Boy Scout Handbook. That's important to know. So, now that we've talked about that, let me go back to scoutingstrong.org. And let's just say you're working on your second class. So I want you to go over here to the right and click on Second Class. That's going to pull up this workbook here. So what you want to do is print this workbook out. It has all the requirements. You just print this out and your boy can fill out all this information, like describe the safety procedures for using these types of stoves, for different types of stoves. So let's go back up to see if there's something about Scout Spirit for second class. Let's go down here to second class 9A. Explain the 3 R's of personal safety and protection. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the workbook. That was what? 9A? Okay, so we're going to go to 9A on this worksheet, this workbook. Second class workbook. 9A. Explain the 3 R's of personal safety. Now, that is found on page 400 in the Boy Scout Handbook. So your boy will go to the Boy Scout handbook, he'll read about this the three R's, personal safety, and he'll write down what the 3 R's are and then give it a little description of each. You see how that works? Once your boy has filled this whole thing out completely, and he could do it as quickly or slowly as he wants or you want, after it's completely filled out, all the requirements have been completed, he can take this workbook to the Scoutmaster, me or any other Scoutmaster, and we'll review it with him, and we will sign off that he's done all these requirements, and set up. We'll set up a board of review, and we'll have a Scoutmaster conference, and we'll just review all of the information on this workbook. Make sure that he understands things well enough, and prepare him for the board of review. Now, the board of review is not going to see this workbook. They're not going to go through it. This is for your boy to review, and for the Scoutmaster to review it with him. You can review it with your boy too. It'd probably be a good idea. Now, what I plan on doing, what I've been doing for the last little while, is spend about an hour with my boy and have him do 2, 3, 4 requirements in here. Okay? Now, some things you cannot do. You have to do them like on a camp out with the troop, with your patrol. Or you have to do it on an event like a hike. Obviously, you're not going to do those. But a lot of them say, on one of these campouts, select a location for your patrol site and recommend it to your patrol leader, senior patrol leader, or troop guide. Okay, do that on a camp, right? This here says, explain when it's appropriate to use fire for cooking or other purposes, and when it would not be appropriate to do so. That's a requirement that you can look up in your Boy Scout handbook, read about it, and fill this paper out. Okay, then you just put a check mark. Okay, this one's actually fillable. Most of them are not fillable, but this one is. Interesting. I think at the top it said it wasn't fillable. Anyways, there's 13 pages total. There's sometimes you can find other resources. But anyways, let's just stick with these 2 things. This program and this workbook. Fill it out. You can do it at your own speed. In our activities for 11-year-olds, we will work on a lot of these on our Tuesday night meetings. Excuse me. And so your boy should bring his whole workbook with him to the Scout meetings, and we'll sign them off as we do them. If he does them at home, that's great. Have him bring it to the next Tuesday meeting, or call me or one of the other Scoutmasters, and we can sign it off. Okay? Parents cannot sign off. You can help them as much as you want, but you cannot be the final sign-off. It has to be a Scoutmaster. And after that, we'll record it into our Scout book software. And make sure we get it to your boy, get your reg to the boy at the next board review. So I hope that has helped